everyone. So, swatai. I love these little dudes. Again, Rose Hammer did the artwork. Unlike the Kwans and the Rock Knights, who are huge, the swatai are tiny, like they're just big. And I kind of thought of them as small but mighty. So the other two, the Kwans and the Rock Knights, they're actually scared of the swatai. And they're like, the swatai are like, you know, the family member, the thing you don't talk about in polite company, right? And even though they're small, there are a lot of them, and they kind of form this, it's not a hive mind, it's kind of like a collective consciousness. So all these swatai, they kind of enhance one another. So you might have, there's one there, but because it's got this collective consciousness, you've got the mental capacity of like 10 or an entire tribe of swatai or the entire species coming together, which makes them very, very powerful, telepathically very powerful. And so the swatai are kind of aquatic, they're semi-aquatic, they're amphibious, so they can walk on land and they spend a lot of time in the water. And I just love them, and I love how Rose has drawn them, with the swirls, the kind of tattoos, kind of carvings, and like scarification, like so kind of like tattoos carved into their skin, right? And some of them are actual tattoos. And they're one of the most ruthless of the kin. Like the Rock Knights and the Kwans, they're pretty bloodthirsty, right? But the swatai are ruthless. And the swatai make up part of Hero's genes. So Hero's telepathy and all her shebang comes from swatai genes. And swatai have this ability to, as part of their collective consciousness, have this ability to absorb the psyches, so the memories, mostly the memories, the personalities of other beings. And if you've already got this far, I'm totally spoiled it, so I should have probably given you a spoiler warning. And we see in book 3, almost right at the beginning, that Hero's uncle Paris, right? I mentioned Paris in book 1, and we didn't know what happened to him, but it was a bit of a mystery. And in book 3, we find out what happened to him. He died. But when he died, the swatai kind of absorbed his consciousness, like Hero did to Demona in book 1, and we find that in book 2. They absorbed his consciousness, but because Paris is different, he was part swatai. He didn't kind of react the way that Demona did with Hero, because with Demona and Hero, Demona kind of was like this knowledge, right, in the back of Hero's skull, his memories. Whereas Paris is more like a fully realized being. Like, he's not quite independent. I've got a cat coming here to supervise. He's just sitting right behind the camera. Yeah, so he's different. He manifests as that, you know, this thing, usually standing over water, because swatai are aquatic, so spend a lot of time in water. And hello Pusscat, you're ruining the video for me. Yes, you are. Yes. Okay. And yeah, so they do that. And the swatai have this grand plan. All right, excuse the catus interruptus. We had to take a brief break there while I dealt with the very inquisitive supervisor, aka the cat. Okay, so Paris, swatai, Paris is very independent of the swatai, even though he's been absorbed into their consciousness. And the swatai, basically part of the, you know, the swatai have their own plan for Hero and the humans, which pretty much involves absorbing them into their consciousness. Okay, so there, spoilers. Finish that off. Yeah, and I'll see you again tomorrow, where, yeah, I'm going to talk more about this kind of stuff.